Amon G. Carter Stadium in Fort Worth. Your college football Saturday continues with a great showdown here on EA Sports. It's the Washington Huskies and the TCU Horned Frogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe already putting her to work with some injury news. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the TCU head coach. They have a lot of confidence in their backup this week. He was able to come in for their injured starter last week and have a very productive game. They like how he read the defense, how he got guys in and out of plays, so they are expecting to be able to really count on him here today in this big game. I'll keep you posted on how comfortable he looks starting out the first quarter. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. And the Horned Frogs headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Give to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll give it to Washington. Across the 45. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Speeding down the left side. The tag. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, TCU.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Fires to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Second and long here. Williams. He wants to go deep. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Straight ahead, it's Payne. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that...
Makes a grab and room to run. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Turning it on. He's at the 40. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. The Horned Frogs had this offense rolling. In the backfield, it's James. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Running inside. It's Payne. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Right at the line. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Driving forward, it's Payne. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Working the ground game. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rule will get us up to date on his condition. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a 4th down.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. Hold on just a second, guys. Flag on the play. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and goal. On the move. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Second down to the air. Out wide left, it's Payne. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! A great catch and run for 6. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Number 48, set to kick it away.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. First play of the period, 1st down here. Going with the counter play here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to a strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
That purple wave getting things going on the ground now.
And such a great fan base in the Pacific Northwest. Washington fans believe in their team. They're loud, and I tell you what, when they got a ground game they can depend on, a physical ground game, it sets the table for everything they want to do offensively.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Throwing, Williams. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Bush is ahead. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Trying to establish the run inside the 35. Oh, he's got some space. And he scores! Touchdown, Washington!
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. He's changing the play. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Ezukama. Gets away from one, finds room. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. And the Horned Frogs, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Delayed give, it's Payne. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point, but
makes the catch, and he's free. Inside the 10. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
In the red area, it's Payne. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Keeps it himself. He'll toss it. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as his defense is making it tough. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. They're going to run it. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now have got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal, you try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board, David.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. Absolutely center cut. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Williams. Catch in the middle. It's Hill. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Long way to go on second down. Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the right. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where their quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it next.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Williams to the air again. Rushes on. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback.
Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Lofts one high and deep. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, TCU! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, Bill. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. On the return, it's Washington. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Here's Williams to throw. Finds the tight end.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defense.
Working that left side now. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Moving out to the right. Makes the grab. He's out past the 35. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. From the gun, running back on the move. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Williams. He's going for a big play downfield. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Makes the grab on the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the Oregon Ducks.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
And it's the Seminoles looking for a 3rd straight victory today following that Week 1 defeat. And they're on top right now against another solid team. This outcome today could define each of their seasons. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some short.
Snags it and he's open. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground, take away that run game, make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got a little space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Throwing, Williams. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Going to try to get it himself. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Washington right back to the line.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Williams throws to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I think that right there has been one of the biggest stories of this game so far. The reason this team trails is they can't get one of their best players the football in the passing game. This guy's a weapon. He eats defenses alive each and every week and has yet to make one catch in this game.
Williams from the gun on third down. That pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David, so they need...
Caught, and he's got room. Rumbles up to the 27 before going out of bounds, and the running game gets it done there.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Ezukama. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to go up top on second down. Rush right in his face. He's got it inside the 25. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Motion from the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. And toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And, man, that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want to be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the team.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Here's Williams to throw. Makes the catch. It's Hill. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. The Huskies are in the hurry-up. Left side is Hill. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Huskies come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside, probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Holds on, it's Lawson. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Midway point in the season, in games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. It's Williams again. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Washington. Breaks into the open. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. Touchdown, Huskies. They fought their way all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From deep, it's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
And now on second down for this offense. Out wide left, it's James. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick give, it's Payne. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Horned Frogs will hustle to the line.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead because of this running back. Today, it's actually despite him. They really haven't gotten the production out of him that they expect week in, week out. You got to give the defense credit for that. But other guys on offense have been able to step up enough to make the plays necessary to give them the lead.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Direct snap. He's going to keep it. There he goes. Got the first down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking.
Touchdown, Huskies! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. And now after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Caught in the backfield. It's Ezukama. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo. Drives inside. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Huskies. Took it all the way back to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick six.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
35, TCU, 24.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Another incompletion on third down.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Needs it here on 4th down. He'll take a shot. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frog. They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. He wants to throw it. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the read, the ride, into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. You've got to make a stand right here on third down.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Williams. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. They make the stop for no gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Finds a man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Payne. Stopped right there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And that 2-minute drill, man, you're searching for those first downs. You got to find them. Sometimes it's a run. Sometimes it's a screen. Whatever it is, they choose to run the football here. Still time, but we're still in that hurry-up situation.
Second down, going to throw it. Spits it out to the back. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a third and long. This one from the 44. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Left side, it's James. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Got an alley. 7-yard pickup on that one. It's now 2nd and 3. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming.
And this is a different situation, right? A field goal does you nothing here, so you can't.
And he throws another interception, his third of the night. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll try the left side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Right back to it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. TCU calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Burrowing for yardage. He works his way past the first down marker, and that will put this one away. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.